Welcome children. Well, we shall study today comprehension skills. See, comprehension is the most neglected part of your question paper. Usually students neglect it, thinking there is nothing to prepare. You get a passage to read. You read it and you start answering it. Children, that is not the way to attempt this question. No doubt it is very scoring in the sense that if you have prepared well, if you know exactly how to answer. But if you fail to prepare well and if you don't know how to answer, you may really lose lots of marks in this question. This question is question number 4 of your question paper and carries 20 marks. And how this 20 marks are divided? You have word meanings. You have words given from the passage. You write the meanings. Then you have some questions that you are supposed to answer, and that answers should be in brief, in short. And then you have another question that is presse writing. Presse writing, that is a question is asked and you are supposed to answer that in just 50 words. This is all about your comprehension passage style. Now this passage, what is this passage about? Children, this passage, comprehension passage, tests your language skills, and this is very, very important. In your competitive examinations also later on, you will have such passages that will comprehend your language skills. Now, what is the meaning of comprehension? It means to understand. And what is understood out of it? Your language skill is tested. A complete language skill test is deciphered, is made here. So this comprehension passage carries great importance in your language, in your English language especially. Now, as a part of question number 4, you get 20 marks, and I've already told you how it is divided. The marks are divided like this. Word meaning, each word. Well, it is divided like this, that 3 marks you have meaning, 9 marks question answers, and then 8 marks is for presse writing. So, total it makes 20 marks. Now, we move on to how to attempt it. Okay, before moving on how to attempt this question, children, let us try to understand what is it meant for, what is it like, what does it test? It tests your ability to concentrate, it tests your reading skills, your close reading, how much you are able to understand it, originality of the things. Like in written, you have to provide the answers without changing the meaning of it. So how it tests your comprehension, means your comprehending skills, your understanding skills. Then what is its usage in your ICC? It tests the basic language skills. Then understanding the passage, how much of the passage the child has understood, and what exactly the child could extract out of this passage. So when you attempt this question, children, pay attention to the points that I tell you. It's very important. The very first 15 minutes that you get to read, the reading time, that is very important for this comprehension passage. Why this reading time is very important? Because you get time, 5 minutes or 6 minutes, that you could devote in reading. Children, the more you are able, the more number of times you are able to read the passage, comprehension passage, the better you will be at answering it, because your understanding level increases. Now, it's not simply just reading the passage and writing the answers, however or how much you have understood. It is taking the right path, the best path that will lead you to more scores. Of course, your English language skills matters. The more you are into extra reading, the better you will be at comprehending or understanding the passage. Children, it's just like open book examination. Everybody desires that you had, when you write your examination, that you had your books with you, isn't it? So it's just like that. Attempting a comprehension passage is exactly like that. Just as if you have a book, you have the whole complete chapter with you, and you can write the answer, the questions, whatever is asked, you can easily write it. The same way, the whole story, the whole extract is there with you, and there is nothing out from elsewhere that is asked. Exactly, the questions that are based on the passage. So you need to simply understand the passage, that's all, to attempt your questions. So for that matter, you need to read your passage several times. Now, several times does not mean that you keep reading one after another 10 times, 20. You won't get so much time. You have just 2 hours in your hand, children. And out of those 2 hours, you have already spent your 35 minutes in your composition. Then you have attempted your letters, your notice and email, and then you have to leave some time for your functional grammar also. So you cannot devote more than 30 minutes into it. And within those 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, you have to complete it. So utilize that time that you get for reading. Now this reading time should be utilized for your first reading. Okay, that 15 minutes time that you get for your reading, that should be the first reading of the passage. And just simply read through the passage, children. At the end of the reading, you may have that feeling that you have not understood. You have just maybe understood 10% or 20% of it. Please do not panic. Not at all. It's good that you have at least understood 20% of the passage. So it happens. Okay, you need not panic and feel and have that feeling that, oh, you haven't understood. How will you answer? That first reading is, if you have understood 20% or 10% also, it's more than enough. Okay, now when you get your writing time, okay, then read the passage very calmly once again. Now this goes for your second reading. So I've already read once in those 15 minutes time. Now this goes for your second reading. Read it slowly, very calmly, concentrate. That is very, very important. Concentration, because that makes you understand the passage better, comprehend the passage better, understand the passage better. And then once you have read, gone through that second reading, children, after the second reading, this is called a trick to understand your comprehension passage. So after the second reading, just read the questions that are asked on it. That is, read all the 3 words, then read the questions that have been put up for you to answer, Read those questions and even the comprehension passage question. That press-a part question, that is question number C. Read all those questions. Reading of questions is very important. Read it slowly. Try to understand what your question wants. Once you have read that questions, then now go for the third reading of the passage. Okay, now this third reading will surely clear so many doubts and will enhance your understanding skill of the passage to almost 60% to 70%. And this 60 and 70% more than enough for you to answer and score well. Okay, so after that also, please do not panic that you haven't understood the complete comprehension passage, or that 100% understanding level has not been attained. Do not panic. Once you have read those questions, now look, when you go for the third reading, children, you look for those answers. You have read the questions, you have those questions in your mind. Now while reading the passage, you will try to look for those answers. Now when you are looking for those answers and you are reading the passage, children, surely this third reading will make your understanding level of the passage far better. And after this third reading, please start writing. Okay, write the meanings of the words, then write the answers one by one, and those answers should not be lengthy. Children, look for the answers. It's not that the first question number 1 answer will be in the first paragraph. It's not at all like this. Read your questions properly and answer it, and then go for the third part of it, that is your essay writing. Okay, I will teach you properly, elaborately how to attempt your essays that has to be answered in limited, that is just 50 words. Okay, now let's come to the first part, that is your meanings. For the meanings, children, when you write the meanings, now when you write the meanings, it should not be sentence that you are trying to explain the meaning in a big sentence. It should be just one word or two word, or it could be a phrase also, a very short phrase. It should not be a sentence at all. Then one is this very important part of the meaning, that it should be either a word or it should be a short phrase. It should never be a sentence. Now the second most important thing about the meaning, writing the meaning, is write the correct tense of the word. Means whichever tense the word has been used, in the same tense you have to write the meaning. You shall not change the tense. Then when it comes, then these are the two very basic and very important part of your meanings. Then some students have the queries, means can't we write a sentence to deliver our meanings? Not at all. Please, you shall not use sentence to deliver your meaning. Okay, it has to be one word or a phrase. Then after this, the two things that you have to keep. The third thing, please write only one word or one meaning. I should say one meaning. Don't write for a word 2-3 meanings. You will get 0 for it. It's not that the examiner will look for the correct meaning and give you marks. Not at all. So if you write 2 or 3 meanings, and leave it for the examiner to choose the correct one. He is not attempting the exam, children. So please do not make such mistakes when you are writing meanings. I think this is very clear to you. So these 3 points should be kept in mind when you are attempting your word meaning. Okay, each word meaning carries 1 mark. So it is of 3 marks. Okay, so keep this in your mind. Now we come over to the next, that is your questions. When you are attempting the questions, children, see that it should be to the point. Do not beat about the bush. Do not write the complete, okay, this answer will be in this paragraph. Let me write the whole paragraph. Not at all. It should be to the point and correct. Look for the answers properly. It is there in your passage. First of all, nothing outside the passage will be asked. And at times it may happen that you may have read that passage, or you may have, from where the passage is extracted, you may have read a complete book. You may be more informed. Okay. So in that case also, do not unnecessarily write more information. More information will not fetch you more marks. Marks are based on what is asked on in your comprehension passage. The question is put up on that, and you have to answer also exactly. Okay, and one is this part. Then please read your questions properly. There may be several parts to it. Usually children attempt one part and leave the next part. So please read your passage properly and thoroughly. And when you are attempting the questions, read your questions properly. This is also very, very important. Read it 2-3 times before you start writing your answers. Okay. Then you come over to your presse. Now presse also, read the question. It is not the summary of the whole passage. Please do not be under that impression. Read the question and then make a rough draft. Write the answer. Then put it in 50 words and make the grid. Okay, final one grid is made. That is, you make a box and then you divide in your lines. You make horizontal lines and you divide the words there and you write it. I'll explain that part also thoroughly to you. Okay, so this is how you will attempt your answers. So your meanings is of 3 marks, your presse is of 8 marks, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then comes your 9 marks questions. And for this to attempt well, you have to understand and read your passage several times. 3 times is a must reading before you start attempting. Okay, I shall explain it thoroughly, taking each section properly into my next video. Thank you, children.